How can we build trust faster? We've all heard that you need trust to start a business relationship, but we also know that it takes time to build trust. My name is Alejandro Sanoja. I'm a digital strategist at Latin Empresarios, and in this video I'm going to share with you two things that you can do to build trust faster. One in person and one digitally. Let's start with in person. How many times have you been to a networking event or a social gathering and you don't remember people's names? But then somebody ends the conversation and they mention your name and you're impressed, right? Because most people don't remember names. So I'm going to give you a couple of tips that you can use to remember people's names. Number one, whenever you have the handshake and they say their name, just repeat it right back to them. Hey, John. Oh, John, nice meeting you, right? Like just repeat it right back. And then the other thing is you can use a couple things to make the memory stick in your brain. Number one, you can just place the head in your head, of course, like you're visualizing this. You can place somebody else's head that you know with the same name on top of their heads. That's a quick way that's not as memorable. The second one is to create a mini movie of the situation using their name. For example, let's say you meet somebody by the name Kim. Well, you can picture that person dancing with Kim Kardashian, right? And that's a super memorable image that I'm sure you're not gonna forget. Again, the more outrageous the image is, the easier it's gonna be to remember. That comes from, by the way, from this book, Moonwalking with Einstein. So most people are not gonna want to accept it, but the more violence or the more sex it is in the mini movie that you use, the easier it's gonna be to remember. And the cool thing is that you don't need to tell anybody about the movies you're coming up with to remember people's names. So there you go. For in person, how to build trust, two things. Say their name back right away. Hey, Kim, it was nice meeting you. And then come up with a visual or a mental movie that's gonna stick to help remember people's names. Now the second one is in the digital world. It's important that whenever you're collecting emails, you also collect people's names, because it gives a personal touch when you're able to, even if it's automated, to add people's name to the email. And we all know there's automation, but it makes you think that they put a little bit more effort to personalize it for you, even though it's automated. So whenever you're gathering emails, ideally it's not even physical. When you're doing an event, don't just have a paper, because sometimes people are gonna write, you're not gonna be able to read their handwriting, or maybe they have a typo and you lose that email. So be sure that when you have an event or when you're collecting emails, just have a page, a landing page, where people can quickly put at least their name and email, so whenever you are doing your email campaigns, you can personalize it. So there you go. Those are two things that you can use to build trust easier. But I'm curious about you. Do you have any tips or strategies and tactics that you use to build trust with people? Feel free to leave them in the comments below so we can have a conversation about this.